What's up, my chaotic crew? Bentley Michaels here with all the little goodies up top. You know what to do. If you haven't already, please go to iTunes, go to Google Play, go to Stitcher, whatever it is. Leave us a review. Give us some stars. Give us some thumbs up. Whatever it is. Help us climb the charts and just, misty step up above all those other fools. You know what I'm talking about. Help us reach new audiences in distant places. Also, if you want to help us transverse the globe, patreon.com. You know what time it is. Yes, go to Patreon, look us up, Chaotic Amateurs, and, subscribe. It's only $1 to start out. And as of right now, a couple days ago on Saturday, we had one of our players from Patreon come in, recorded a session with us. It was fantastic. And maybe some of you other listeners who've donated on Patreon will recognize a few places and things. You know what to do. Now, listen to this other ad for this other podcast, who I'm sure are wonderful guys, but they're not us. Because we're the best.
Hey, podcast listeners, do you like comedy? Well, how do you like the highbrow and tasteful comedy that ensues after an oiled-up, overly muscular fantasy hero stabs mythological creatures square in the testicles by accident?
My square testicles!
If you do, then you'll love the Legion of Renob. The Legion of Renob is a comedic romp into the world of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, available now at legionofrenob.com and on iTunes.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of Chaotic Amateurs.
And welcome back. What? No. Take two. And welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs. I am your host and DM, Bentley Michaels. To my right, we have Cinnamon Bun eating.
Caleb is Jamhorn Durrell.
Good.
And Sleep in Your Car, Rhett Weisenfels is Durok Dragonsbane.
And Milo's Run.
And last time, our heroes, man, they were just training up some fools. They were just showing them how to do business. They broke into the house. Jamhorn kitty-catted his way upstairs and then, clashed his face on the window. But overall, they got the flag. They won. They put those trainees in their place. Ren might be converting some people to Ulagan and his new half-orc friend Yuri. Having a great time. Jamhorn talking to his new half-elf friend Nestler and Ianarth from what you guys realized now has been told out. Well, he knows. Jamhorn does. You guys don't. Of the Laurelin Forest down south, the home of the elves in this landmass. So, Durok's up there just talking to Nikki about his sword and trying to hit on her, continually forgetting that she's married.
But also off camera earlier, I had mentioned to her about needing to get serious about talking about the underground. And then
when you have a second.
And then the emergency bells started.
And then the emergency bells started ringing. It's the bells for the city.
Bang, 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 bang.
I've got a sound effects library. I can do it. And bring out your dead. Yes, right. Brower Nick, old Nikki, she goes, oh, what could he possibly want? And you realize it isn't an attack warning.
Oh, good, because I was already...
It's the warning. She understood that you stood up, and she stood up, and she put her arm on your shoulder, and, none of the other recruits really, they're just kind of looking around, they're like, oh, man. That means, the Mucky Mucks from Versberg are coming. Ladies and gents.
So, did she relay that to me?
Yeah, she says, why are they coming? And you say, who? That alarms me that my, somebody higher up in the military from Versberg, they're coming. I don't know why they're coming. This isn't a scheduled visit.
Nikki?
I don't know why he would come all the way down here.
We should have talked about this sooner. I'm sorry.
What?
We were in league with Valdred and the underground.
Yeah, no, I know that.
I know.
And you told me he died.
They're after my sword, Nikki. They're after me. They're after us. We're the only ones that can stop them.
So you're stopping them once again by running away. We went over this like a couple episodes ago.
Okay.
Regrouping, not running away.
This is a tactical regroup.
You're sitting with your orc. Shut up.
It's all semantics.
When I hear the siren go off, I'll run up to
Nikki,
Durok.
you know...
And grab his belt.
You know Durok doesn't run away. This is a tactical regroup.
Yes, tactical regroup, as you said earlier.
Look, this can't be good. If Baramis is here, or if one of Baramis's lapdogs are here,
Yeah.
I don't have time to deal with this.
All right, then you guys need to hide.
Okay, that's what I was getting after.
Okay, then you guys need to go to the storeroom, and you guys need to hide. Because we have to go out where we were training. We have to go out into that field and that area and line up and present.
we need to face them for Olagon.
Ren,
Listen, I think you've got some pull with this group. We can take this whole city and turn them against this evil dragon.
dude, is this where it starts?
We've got a lot of beneficial things here that we can.
I'm sorry, what is your friend's name?
He just totally spoke to Durok right there.
What is your friend's name?
Ren, life soil.
Ren, you cannot. They're bringing an army with them. You cannot do this.
We've got an army here. Look
I mean,
at this.
he's got a point.
You bested them, and you guys are not that good.
What?
He tried to dive through a closed window and failed.
Just
Nikki,
then, I feel like somebody's talking about me.
Yeah,
and I look
she's
over.
pointing like it's like the Harry Potter tables. Like we're up at the head table, and like he points over to Slytherin where Jamhorn is. And Browernick points over to where Jamhorn
and I just wave like,
and
hey!
he just sees me shaking my head and be like, no.
And whoever he's with is like, are they talking about us?
Yeah. Nestlerlin looks at you and she's like, why is Browernick pointing at you?
I think she's a fan, and I wave back.
And then Browernick immediately turns away from you.
Durok, I think this is the place where we stand.
Ren, you know how to communicate directly with me, because I thought that was a great idea for a second, but Nikki's right. I think we need to watch, we need to wait, we need to assess. Just like the house, Recon is our friend.
All right, I think you're right.
All right.
Hiding is a good idea.
And it was just a couple episodes ago that I was editing where you say he's always rolling, and now I just realized he's rolling for his responses.
Yeah, I know. We figured
What's your like? It's like 10 and under is one way, 10 and over is the other.
10 and under is go away from the heroic side, and 10
Right.
and above is go heroic.
That's awesome.
So I stand up.
This was a 1.
I sheathe my sword. I sheathe my sword. I look at you, and I give you the 2-finger like.
Ooh, okay. And I said, "Excuse me, Nestlerin. It's a pleasure to meet
Quickly,
you.
Jamhorn.
I hope we get to talk again. Bye." And
We need to hide.
Where's the cellar?
Nikki, the storeroom.
Wait. What's going on, guys?
Baramis is here, or somebody.
Is that what that bell was about?
Yep, we gotta go.
And as
Okay.
you guys are talking, the recruits now, like Browernick has like stood up and she says, "Everybody, people from the capital are here. We need you to the city-state. We need you to. Been a while. I forgot what I called it. The city-state of Würzburg. Line up in the yard for inspection." And everyone starts to file out. And she says to you, down at the other end, down by the food, you see the exit door? Because there was there's the kitchen area that is on the other end of the hall. Mm-hmm. The exit door is to the right. That leads to like the barracks and all that sort of stuff. Like,
And as these guys
if you go down to the right, there's a long hallway. There's an armory. And there's plenty of places in there for you to hide.
Okay. So as they start heading out, I stop Nikki and I grab her by the arm and I say,
She looks at where you're touching her and then looks back at you.
"Can we count on you?
Take your hand off of me.
Can we count on your men? We cannot be betrayed."
And then she turns around and walks away.
And I go to.
I'm nervous.
Yeah. What do you think that means? Do you think she's cool?
Plan for the worst.
All right. Well, let's go,
Hope
guys.
for the best.
Get out of the
Plan
city.
for the worst. Hope it's not Fred Durst.
All right, let's go hide, I guess.
All right.
I'm gonna.
You guys can do whatever you want. It's up to you. She told you where it was. You guys know where you're supposed to go.
As we're running, I'm assuming we're going, right?
Heading
guys?
to the cellar
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. As we're running, I'm gonna sneak some extra pork belly off of one of the tables to give to Ren.
Ooh, yum.
Guys, I think we can trust Nikki, but I've got a bad
Like a puppy.
feeling about
You're like,
this.
here's a treat.
I've got a bad feeling about this, but I know we can trust her.
I don't
All
know,
right.
man. She seemed a little rough there at the end, but
Play it out.
you know
Play
her
for
better than I
time.
do.
To be fair,
Play for
she's
time.
also a warrior, and he grabbed her, and she doesn't like being touched.
Also, you got to stop being so handsy with everyone.
It wasn't. It was like literally she went to go walk away, and I grabbed her arm.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
I was purposely being kind of an ass.
Okay, so you guys find the armory, and you guys hide,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. All right.
What's in the armory? Explosives?
Nah. I mean, yeah, but also explosive. It's an armory for like a military faction, you know. Yeah, there's everything in there.
Armor racks and
There's swords, there's shields, there's armor, there's
Plate armor? Better than mine?
No.
Are there any suits of armor standing up?
No. There's not
right.
magical suits of armor.
Could there be?
So should we
There's
block the
chests,
door? What do you
there's-
guys think? Should
I
we
think-
block the door?
if she pointed us this direction, I hope there would be an escape route. So if we looked for another way out of this room, even further away, that might be a good idea.
I don't know.
There's not an exit out of the armory because why would you put an exit door where all your weapons are?
She specifically said, then you better hide. And I see some chests over there. What do you guys think about?
I could easily fit in that chest.
Yeah. What do you think? We each take one, or are they big enough for us to all get in one?
I don't know. You'd have to inspect them.
I would like to inspect said chests.
Okay. Then you've come to the chest portion of the armory.
We look overhead at all the signs. Oh, over there's the chest aisle.
It's just like Home Depot, aisle 4. And you go to the chest, and there's several sitting on the ground. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I hide in not in a chest, but wherever I can hide.
Would you like to open a chest? What would you like to do?
Are they stacked or are they side by
It's
side?
no joke. It's like Home Depot. It's just
Okay.
aisles and racks of crap. So it's
Like
just
really
like
high up.
some are high, some are low. I mean, it's like, all it's about 15, 20 feet or whatever. There's 3 or 4 levels and that sort of stuff of different, armaments, different things. It's a pretty big room,
I feel like if she betrayed us and sent him in after us to find us regardless, so let's just hide in the lower one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll find a low one that looks big enough.
I mean,
for
the
me.
chests aren't up high. The chests
No.
are all like on a low thing,
I'm
but
talking
like there's
racks.
yeah.
So if I get some time, I want to like rig up some explosions, just in case. Like, no, I'm not kidding. Yeah, so just in case, I'm gonna like spread some black powder satchels or something. I mean,
You don't think that'll be suspicious? I think the best idea is to make it look as normal as possible in here.
I'm saying like maybe I grab some bags of black powder or something and like set them up on like the rack below me, and then I get on the top one, and if I need to, I can like throw a match and run.
Ooh, that's going to be a high roll.
And there are others of us in there.
Fine, I leave it at normal.
Yeah, I definitely hide as inconspicuous as possible.
I don't want to browbeat you out of it. I just think.
By the way, I
All we
asked for
need
my
to do
ring
is-
back.
What ring?
Ring of jumping.
No, I know what he's talking about. What ring?
Jamhorn,
as he
we don't
jumps
have
into a
time for
box.
this. What if I have to pull another Bulgurum?
I start patting my.
It's on your
pockets.
hand. I see it.
Sorry, because you don't do a voice, I can't tell when you're like.
Get in the box.
All right. I reluctantly pull off the ring and I give it to him.
Thank
and
you.
then I get
Okay.
in a Jamhorn-sized box. After
Well, they're
making
not
sure
boxed;
it's-
they're chests,
Chests, yeah.
and you have to see. Do you want to inspect the chests?
Yeah, I want to make sure that first of all, it's sturdy. I can get in it, and it's not a mimic.
Just
Metagaming.
guy.
Yeah.
Yum.
Uh-oh.
You're smart.
Luck of the roll. Luck of the roll.
You're smart. I hope you roll well.
19.
Not a mimic.
Oh, thank God.
The one that you look
Yeah.
at.
Okay.
Why would they keep that in an armory, though?
You never
Tactical.
know.
Mimics are where they
Tactical.
want. Yeah. Anyway, I do climb up onto like high racks.
Okay, so hold on. You first.
Yeah,
So
I wanna
you inspect what the rack of chests that are there.
Yeah, but I only closely look at one that looks like I could fit comfortably in.
Okay. There's 3 that you can fit comfortably in.
Okay, so I find the one that's not a mimic and I get it.
They're not.
Okay.
None of those 3 are mimics.
So
the first one you open it up, the first one looks like it's filled with gold, like gold coins and stuff like that.
Guys, I think this is more than an armory.
The second one you open up is completely empty, and the third one you open up, and it's up on a rack, and you can see there's nothing below it. The third one you open it up, looks like it has stairs that's walking down into something.
I like this.
Guys, this chest seems to be magical. There's stairs in this one, and I don't see the end from where I am right now.
Let's go down them.
Serious?
As you yell from the top rack,
With your gunpowder spread
From
out.
the top bunk.
I'm
Yeah.
like getting ready for
you
the
got your
Alamo
box of
over here.
matches, and you're like, I'll do it, man. I'll do it.
This whole place is going up.
I just puff on my pipe tobacco. Like,
Can I do like an Arcana check or something?
waiting game.
Yeah. Can I do an Arcana check or something on him?
Sure.
Just to make sure it's
Yeah.
not like to hell.
Oh well, never mind. If you're gonna be,
I take
so
my
smart.
chances in hell.
15.
Yeah, you definitely get the vibe that this is a magical chest, and what you're looking at is not an illusion, but has some sort of magic
Pocket
thing
dimension.
to it.
Okay. Durok, did she mention anything about something like this? Or maybe is this why she told us to hide in here?
You know? Maybe.
When did Durok turn into Al Pacino?
You know, I gotta tell you, these chests.
What do you say, guys?
I'm
We're a
just
team
going to
now.
push you down the stairs.
Horn, you go first. Give us a signal all clear. Remember, Funky Town is the word.
Okay. All right. I start to make my way down.
Cool. All right, so you hop up into the chest,
And I go down and I'm by the chest and by Ren, and we're waiting for the...
you watch Jamhorn walk downstairs into the chest.
Looks good. Let's go.
Nothing bad happens. He doesn't cry out in pain. You're
All right,
not.
let's go. All right.
Cool.
I'll go first, Ren, unless you want to.
I'm on your belt.
All right, sword and shield out. I rush down the stairs.
Okay.
I close the lid
Smart.
as we go down.
Smart.
I knew I could count on him.
I was waiting. I was waiting for it. Cool. So you guys go down the stairs, and when you get to the bottom, it opens up into what looks like a nice little living room, a little living quarters. Over to your left, you see like a bed, and and in front of you there's a little table, and there's like a sink and a thing, and over to your right there's a little bathroom.
Ren, was there a lock up there, like from the inside?
It looked really inconspicuous. I'm not that concerned.
Can we hide the stairs? I mean, if they open that, we're screwed.
Why don't you put that?
You could put your
Gunpowder.
shield like on the bottom of it, and like make it look like there's just a shield in the box.
How about I just take something from
I mean,
in here?
it's a fairly big chest. Like it's probably like as big as the ottoman or whatever, or the thing in front of you. It's probably about 4 feet long, 2.5, 3 feet wide, or whatever. It's a
And
fairly
we gotta
big
hide this
chest.
at all, or we get like?
I wanna
is there
search
like
the
a collapsing stair? Like
Nope, it's just like when you open the chest, you just see a stairway that goes straight down. So it'd be like where
Like a
Milo
vaudeville.
is sitting if that table turned into stairs and just like walked downstairs, basically.
So yeah, we can just take both of our shields and put them in the top. So if it is opened, it'll just look like there's a couple of shields. In
I
the
hate to be
box.
without my shield, but let's do it.
I think that's
All right.
If we want to hide, that's the best way to do
All right, we block the entrance with our shields, so it looks like a shield chest.
Okay.
it. Are there lights down here?
Yeah, it's fully lit. It's like nice little torches, everything. It looks like a
We should blow them
cozy
out for the
little
time being.
dungeon slash habitat.
Okay. Well, I didn't know Nikki had one of these, but
Snazzy.
I guess we just wait it out.
I'd like to keep this chest.
I'd like to look around and see if I can find out who if somebody
It's
lives
just
here
a
full time.
big one bedroom. So imagine like the area that we're in right now. It's like there's a table like have 4 seats on it. There's a small sink area. There's just over in the corner. The only other extra room is where the bathroom is, and there's a door that shuts that.
Does it look like it's regularly lived in, or if it's meant for this kind of a thing?
It looks like a living quarters that has not been touched.
Okay.
Or if it has been turned over.
I flip the couch around to face the stairs,
Okay.
pull my sword out, lay it across my lap, and I sit and wait.
Okay.
So we need to stop running. Like, this is getting old. We need to start developing a plan that we can.
Well, what's our priority, guys? I mean, are we worried about this dragon, or are we what's the deal?
Yeah.
I think the dragon is like priority 1. We need to defeat this dragon in order to keep it from destroying everything and bringing ultimate power.
Yeah. I do think we need to get word to Valtread's allies.
It sounds like you've got a pretty good relationship, more or less, with Nikki. Do you think they'd be willing to help us out?
Me and Nikki haven't had a real chance to talk about it yet. But if I had to bet, yeah, I'd say so. But let's last this out, see what happens.
I feel like we're developing some good relationships here in this town too. We can start laying down some foundations for future allies to fight this.
I agree. Ren, how close are you with your god?
As close as can be.
It's not really my thing, but is there any chance that you could maybe send up a prayer and ask for some guidance or something? Maybe.
I'll get on that right away.
Now
Yeah.
it counts.
So yeah, I'm gonna start praying.
Okay, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go into it like a
And
trance,
now,
like a
Ren, when you
meditative.
pray normally, is there, and you'll have to tell me because I don't know, do you feel a spiritual connection? Do you feel like when you start to pray, like when you get in that meditative state or whatever, like do you feel that like you're actually communicating with that God? And
Yeah, there is like a direct connection. Like I can feel and I can hear, and
he's just like, hooligan, talk to me.
It's like a phone call for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you go like how do you pray? Like how do you set yourself up?
So I'll take that dirt pouch that I carry.
Okay.
I'll take it and I'll make a little symbol on my forehead,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll get in like a nice meditative stance, and just start whispering to myself the hopes and
In the prayers?
the prayers.
And how long would you say it normally takes for you to like fully get in there and you feel as though you're communicating?
I don't think it takes very long.
Okay. So like would you say like a minute normally or
I'd say that's fair. Yeah.
okay. Roll a d6. Ren, you will sit there for 6 minutes praying and doing what you do, and you will feel no connection the entire time.
Oh, that's rough.
If I had to guess, Ren, it's where we are. It's cut off from the rest of the world.
I'm in my
Maybe.
trance.
So is there like 6
So what's
minutes
going
that-
on with your trance? What's that do?
Well, after I mentioned the God thing with Ren,
Mhm.
I just kind of stare at him and watch him go into his state,
Mm-hmm.
and then I kind of start to go into mine. So my eyes are open, but my eyelids get kind of lazy.
Mm-hmm.
And
And do you have a god? I forget.
no,
No.
I did, but I don't now. Science. I believe in science.
Science. So what is your trance? It's like an like a elven type thing, or
Yeah, it's more like be here now kind of a thing. It's
Okay,
it's
so you're not trying to
much
connect
less,
with anybody
yeah,
outside.
spiritual and more just
okay.
in touch with the self and the moment.
D4 here. 2. Okay, you were the entire time that you're having a trance, you're kind of you're zapping in and out of it, where it's like you're constantly, it's almost it's like
restless,
like old school, like you're being kicked off the internet because someone keeps calling your house, like keeps knocking you off of AOL 3.0.
Okay.
So you have to constantly dial back up, and you're just like, this is annoying. Okay. So like it's like right when you get to the point where you're like, this is where I normally drop into my zenness. It's like, see ya.
So I feel like Olagon is out there, and I'm just having a hard time reaching him. But he's there, and he'll help us through this regardless.
All right,
Durok, what's going on with you?
Sword out, sitting and waiting, getting ready
On
to
the
kill
couch.
people if I need to.
Okay.
Don't worry, Ren. I think your god answered your prayer in the form of my sword arm.
Oh boy. All right, so outside, I'll just give you a little hint. The second that you guys like took off the other way, everyone else was lining up outside, and a big old cavalcade of people, about 50 people, big old, Baramus Anvilbeard, your old pal from the Seastone Burial Ground. He shows up with all of his cronies, all of his bozos. He's got his drow elites. He's got his helmed horrors. He's got all of his other dwarven army behind him. So it's kind of like him, those people that picked you up, and then about 35 or so other just armed to the teeth, look like no joke dwarves. And, he gets off up to to Browernick. And I'm not going to do two NPCs talking to each other, but basically what happens is, he's like, oh, hey, how are you?
Can we hear a little bit of it? Just like a vignette?
Sure. Oh, Browernick, new troops, huh? Yes, Baramus, what do you need?
Well, we've heard tale that our old friend Durok has come this way. He hasn't stopped by to see you, has he?
Durok Dragonsbane? Haven't seen him in years. Why do you ask?
Well, we've, seen plenty of people on the road, and we'll just say there's little breadcrumbs about a group of heroes that are going to slay a dragon that have been traveling south. Last we heard, they're called Wren and Friends. I don't know who Wren is, but I can only assume someone espousing killing a dragon has to be that loudmouth Durok Dragonsbane.
Well, I haven't seen him. So unless you're here to do an official inspection, why don't you take off so I can train my people? And there is your vignette. There's much more to it, and other things happen.
No, I appreciate that.
Sure. And they're there for a while. For sure. And we will just say, let's see here. I'll roll me a D10. Ooh. Okay. You guys are in there for 8 hours.
Okay.
Having rolled a D10. Now, after 8 hours, no one's come to get you. Obviously, they don't necessarily know where you are. They just said, go to the armory. So, after 8 hours, what would you guys like to do?
My vote is to stay.
You guys, it's been kind of a while. Do you think they're gone? Or did she say anything about coming to get us?
I think she would come and let us know that if he left.
Look, Baramus is persistent as he is annoying. If I know one thing, if we think he's left, he absolutely has not. We waited out.
I kind of want to take a peek. Are you guys okay with that?
No, I'm not
No,
okay with that.
We need to stay down here until things are safe. Wait it out.
I want you guys to all roll me perception checks.
I've got some snacks.
Sure.
I've got the
18.
Okay.
ooh, 18.
Okay.
4.
Okay. You notice everything that's I've described. You notice that there is a fridge.
Actually, 23.
You notice that there's a fridge as well. You notice also that there is a clock on the wall above the sink and that sort of area. It just kind of looks like a stone clock, and just for easy listening, normal, like a clock, 12-1, all that sort of stuff. You know, there's a sort of darker in the stone. It looks like it was almost like, you know, painted, I guess, in a way, or it was shined a specific way. The outside edge of the stone is darker and sort of like inlaid, and then there's a smaller inlaid thing that's actually lighter. And you see that there's the numbers, like I said, you know, 12 all the way around, just like a normal clock, but then there's smaller numbers in between them. And you see that there's a fridge, and you would probably assume that there might be food in the fridge if you guys are hungry again.
So I think we should just eat and stay the night here. I've got my little pillow guy. I forget what it was, like an orc.
Oh.
What was that?
Oh yeah, your prize.
Yeah.
My stuffed animal prize.
I was like, what?
I think I wrote it down somewhere. I don't remember.
Was it a stuffed dragon?
Oh, it was a bugbear. It was a
Yeah.
Oh, a
Yeah,
bugbear.
bugbear.
a pink
Yeah.
bugbear.
Yeah, you're right.
And Durok, this whole time you're just gonna be sitting on the couch, looking at the door or the stairs.
As long as we're in here like caged animals.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up my like little bugbear pillow and see what's in the fridge. Is there anything in the fridge?
Yeah, there's food.
Cool.
Just basic, like milk, cheese. On top of the fridge, you see like a what looks like a new loaf of bread. There's some meats in there. We'll just say some steaks, some bacon, that sort of stuff that you could cook up with. It's a fully serviced
Red.
thing.
So I'll make some hot sandwiches. And
I was
pass
going to
them
say,
around.
you want to show us some of your mom's recipes?
Yeah, I'll make some
Yeah.
hot sandwiches and pass them out.
Okay.
Alright.
Melt that
Great.
cheese up, and
And
hopefully it's not too smelly.
No, it's a nice cheese.
in an enclosed. Who farted? If this is okay with the storyline, I don't know what you have planned, but
Let's see.
I want to wait for things to die down with the meal. We've all got full stomach,
Okay.
and I want to.
So let me see here. Let me roll a d4. With cooking, with eating, with dying down, that takes another 4 hours. So
Okay.
far you're at 12 hours in there.
Why don't you guys take a rest? I'll take the next watch.
That's all right. I appreciate it.
No, I'm really concerned about your health. You've been up for several hours, and if things come to a head, we need to be in our tip top. I really think you should go to sleep.
I'll just kind of pat on the edge of my bugbear pillow and say, "You can rest your head here."
Hey, buddy.
And if he's gonna resist, I wanna start rolling, like either persuasion or intimidation or something.
Roll off against his strength. It's like, you want to roll for? Yeah, I do. It's like, I think this will be the third time if you guys have a roll off, and I don't think you've won either.
No,
of them.
he
I won both of them.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
probably
he won both of them. You
Yeah.
lost both of them. Okay, that's what
They were strength based.
sorry. My fault for assuming that your rolls were bad.
I know. How dare you?
Jamhorn, it's quite all right. I'll take the first watch.
Trust me, dude. And then I go behind his shoulders and I start rubbing his shoulders.
Through his
lightly.
armor.
Yeah.
Get underneath that
I start
armor.
to unbutton his
Oh
armor.
boy, this turns into Ghost.
What is happening here?
I
Jamhorn.
really just trust me.
No.
man.
No means no. Jamhorn, no. It's fine. I have first watch.
Well, to
You've
be
been,
fair,
you've been
understand.
watching.
you've been in here for 12 hours.
Yeah.
You don't understand Baramis like I do. Okay?
I promise you this. If anything happens, I will call out to you. I'll wake you up the second anything happens.
Jamhorn, I don't want you leaving this room.
I didn't. I will.
There's only
stand
one room.
watch.
I
Besides the
don't
bathroom.
want him going upstairs.
I will watch.
Ren.
I fall asleep to the sound of them arguing.
Oh, mom
It is
and
very
dad.
melodic, isn't it?
Classic mom and dad.
So do I need to roll a deception?
Jamhorn, there's
or-
no easy way for me to say this.
I want you
more
to,
than once.
I want you to roll a persuasion
Okay.
and add. Roll a charisma with your persuasion modifier.
Okay.
And that's against
Against what?
that's against your your. Sorry, I don't have a sheet in front of me. Your
Is it wisdom?
yeah, your wisdom.
Shut up.
You've got the sheet. It's right there.
I know.
Why are you looking at your phone?
Just
If this doesn't work, I'm putting my hand over your mouth and nose and just telling you
13.
to be quiet.
What did
9. I had a 9.
Oh. Well, then you do not persuade him, and you guys can sit there and bicker, or sit there and bicker the whole time. But he's sitting on the couch, looking at the entry, the doorway that has the stairs going right up.
Jamhorn, when have I ever let you down? Trust me.
You haven't, but this goes two ways, man. You got to trust me.
Jamhorn, I know you're going to go upstairs as soon as I'm asleep.
Why do you think that?
Because you wanted to go upstairs earlier. And
I did, and I got voted out. I accept that.
Jamhorn. This goes one of two ways, okay? I either sit here and watch the door, or I let you take first watch, and I kill you if you try to go upstairs.
All right. Okay. Fine. How about you take advantage of this moment, though, because you haven't gone in the bathroom in at least 12 hours.
Oh, my God. You are desperate. That's the...
You definitely have to go. Come on. You can't tell me you don't need to go.
Jamhorn.
Roll for going to the bathroom.
What?
Roll for going to the bathroom.
Yeah. Here. I'm going to roll over here. Okay. I have a number you have to beat.
What do I add? Strength? Constitution?
Constitution.
For sure.
And good luck.
Yeah. 13.
Did not beat my 18. And as soon as he says bathroom, you're like...
All right. I pee my pants. Because the point of my speech I was going to say is when you're out in the field, you pee your pants.
You ain't cool.
All right. Then you pee your pants. And you take 1 necrotic damage. So take down 1 hit. 1 hit point.
Durok, you're disgusting.
Why didn't you? Well, I'm surprised no one's made the joke. Talk about a life soil, you know? Now we're talking.
Jamhorn, you'll forgive me my paranoia when it comes to Baramis. You don't know him like I do.
You're right. And I'm not concerned about knowing him. I'm just trying to offer you some assistance so you can be better fit to handle the challenge ahead.
You must not think highly of me if you think sitting on a couch is wearing me out.
Well, you just peed yourself, so...
To prove a point to you.
Congrats.
Gonna roll. Okay, you guys fight like this for 3 hours. Back and forth. Ren, how long would you like to sleep?
I was going to sleep for the whole 8 hours or until someone woke me up.
Okay.
So is this
you guys have been in there for 12 hours plus 3 hours, so now you've been in there for 15 hours.
So is this a roll-off to see who falls asleep first?
You guys, if it depends on what you guys want to do.
Okay, what are we rolling?
I'll remind you that I don't sleep.
Let's roll 20s and add your
Constitution, maybe?
Yeah, how long have you guys been
add
awake?
add your nature. No, add your religion.
What?
If you have a religion modifier.
No, why would I?
I don't know.
My god is the steel that I hold in my hand.
Then I'll give you a +1.
All right. Thanks, DM.
I'm assuming you're thumbing your sword, so.
And it's out, so.
All right, on the count of 3, roll off.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Oh, god dang it.
20. Not a natty, but
Fine,
20.
you beat me.
Okay. So.
Okay.
I start to fake like my eyes are drooping.
I already made my promise, though, so I'm asleep. I'm asleep.
He's asleep. So all of a sudden you...
I draw a wiener on his face. That's all I wanted to do. No, I'm just kidding.
That big dwarven nose.
There's a dick on my face, isn't there? So all I want to do is stealth my way up the stairs and crack the chest and take a peek outside.
Remember, I said it goes two ways. I wasn't joking. Durok doesn't joke.
That's fine. Hey, you're asleep. You don't know any of this. You're asleep. So, don't meta. So, remember that they put both of their shields up there. Mm-hmm. And so, you're going to have to navigate that as well.
I'll
so, I'm going to need first a stealth roll.
Okay.
I can't believe this.
13.
Okay, you beat the 12. Good. So you sneakily get off the couch as he's sleeping, quietly go up the stairs. Now I'm going to need a sleight of hand for handling 2 shields and opening the chest.
21.
You beat 16. Good. Okay. So
what do I see?
What would you like to do specifically?
I just want to first just kind of push the lid open enough just so I can peep. I just want to peep the surroundings around the chest.
Okay. So you're just so you want to see the whole room?
Yeah, I want
just
to
eye
around.
level?
Yeah.
Okay. So you open it, and when you look at the armory now, it's, how do I put it? It's like before it was an enclosed area, so there was there was an unnatural light that was giving light to it. There was likely torches on the wall, and that sort of. I just assume everyone has magical torches in D&D land, and so no buzzing lights up above. It's all just torches around the wall. So now what you see is very similar to what's going on behind you and on the couch. Is that from up above, and in general, you get the sense that as you're peeking through, they're like, oh, there's a weird natural light happening, and I want you to roll me a perception check and add
you might have been right.
Add your insight.
Take it with a grain of salt, you jerk. They took the chest, and it's in a wagon, and we're going to Versberg.
13.
With your insight added?
Yeah, I'm not very wise.
Oh, okay. That's okay. It was only at 12. Most of my rolls are at 12 when it's stuff like this. So you sort of perceive, and you can tell me if you'd like to do this, and I'll give you an option. You perceive that there has to be a reason now that this completely solid room has natural light coming in from it, and you can also sort of hear the outside. And you kind of see the racks and stuff, but it doesn't look like you left it.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and let the thing close down.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the shields back.
Okay.
And make my way down and shake Durok awake. And as I'm shaking him, I'm like, you fell asleep.
Now you need a roll to convince me not to kill you for betraying us.
No, you don't know that. You don't know that.
Okay, fine.
I'm waking you.
What is it?
I heard nature sounds.
How?
I don't know. With my ears. My elven ears.
From where?
From down here.
This is just like the wagon over there.
I'm a one-trick pony.
From down here.
Well, what was it?
Like birds and stuff.
Ren! What? Nature sounds. What do you make of it?
Ren's just like, what bugbear? No.
like birds and...
Yeah.
Get it out, young
Wait. Listen. You hear that?
No.
You hear all those birds?
No.
I think I even heard a bunny rabbit.
Why are our shields up the stairs?
They're not.
He put them back.
He
we did?
back.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So maybe you should go up there and look.
Can we now take a peek? Something's not right.
Take
because,
a peek then.
Because
Fine.
Did you guys
all
feel
right.
us moving at all or anything like that?
I don't know.
I'll just tell you wouldn't feel it.
Take a peek.
Why don't you take a peek? Since you were so angry about me taking a peek.
Fine. I take a peek. I go and
While he
grab
was asleep, I tied his shoelaces together.
He's wearing boots. No laces.
All right. So fine. No, at his invitation, I accept it. I go and I grab my shield and yeah, I take a peek.
Roll me a perception check real quick.
9.
All right. You don't notice that the shields are stacked differently on top of each other. He did it opposite of what it was. It used to be yours and then Ren's, and now it's Ren and yours.
Fine. Fair enough. Okay.
Give you the opportunity.
I have a big grin on my face, and nobody knows why.
Taking a peek.
Okay. So you just do the crack as well?
Yeah.
Okay, you notice the same stuff. You notice that the room doesn't look at all the way that you just left it,
Do I smell smoke?
16 hours. No, you don't smell smoke. You see that there's, light in. It looks peaceful. It looks natural, but just not at all kind of how, in the 2 or 3 inch little space that you can see.
I open it wider.
Okay, how wide would you like to open it?
Head width.
Head width? Okay. Then you notice that some of the racks have been toppled over, that some of the that a lot of the gear is missing, and that there's a huge hole in the upper right-hand corner of the ceiling, and part of the wall is missing. But what you notice is that it doesn't look recent. It looks like it's been that way for a while.
Ho!
Wait, what?
Like 12 to 18 hours a while?
Time dilation.
Or like years while.
I don't know.
What do you see up there?
I fling the lid open.
Okay. Then you notice fully that a huge part of the right wall is missing up with the ceiling, that a lot of the stuff near the other end is sort of, that it has been burned out. But once again, you look at it and you go, that's not 16 hours worth of it being burned out. I mean, even the hole and stuff has sort of like, plants and like some moss and stuff growing around it. And it's a nice day out. And you're just like,
Guys, get up here quick.
Yeah, I rush up the stairs.
I'm already out there. Yeah, let's figure out when this happened. Can we just start doing some investigations?
you can try to investigate, sure.
So yeah, I'm running around the room. 17.
What's left of
Okay,
the room?
what would you like to investigate?
What was the cause of the damage?
From what you can tell, it looks like an explosion.
I shouldn't have left all the black pepper out.
You guys, this might have been my fault.
Okay, so explosion damage.
Do you say that or what?
Guys,
Did you guys not follow him out, or?
Yeah.
I ran after him, yeah.
Okay.
this is clearly an explosion from within or outside.
That's what I was going to try to find
within
out.
or
If-
outside.
Would you roll?
17.
All right, then you notice that there is some rubble on the inside, so it looks like it would have gotten hit from the outside.
Okay.
A dragon attack, perhaps?
Holy crap. Ren might be right. Okay, so not waiting for these guys. I'm worried all of a sudden about Nikki, about
Okay.
that. So I go into the hall where we came in.
The mess hall?
Yeah, what's it look like?
Terrible. Chairs everywhere, tables flipped over.
Bodies?
No bodies, but like the kitchen looks like it hasn't been used in quite some time.
I run outside.
So yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen and see if it's like days, weeks, months, years.
More
How would
these
you
shooters.
ascertain that?
Based on the like decomposition of the tables or the moss growing or
The pork
The
belly.
spoilage of the food?
or the spoiling of the
There's
food.
no moss in the kitchen, but you can look and see that the food is spoiled. But that's not necessary. I mean, it looks completely rotten.
At least days then.
I would say, in your guesstimation and how you know food growing up the way that you did,
Yeah.
you would say that this food has not been good for at least minimum a month.
Wow. Okay, guys, we've had some time pass.
I'm outside already.
Okay, so where you're in the yard, like
I'm
where you
heading
did all the
towards
training?
training yard.
Okay. Well, when you get there, you see that the grass is overgrown. The fighting circle has not been kept up. A lot of the wall that surrounded the whole thing has been knocked down. And, straight, knocking down the wall in Germany, man. And even some of the houses, that sort of stuff like that, looks overgrown, unkept now, and some of them are even kind of like fallen over, burnt out, that sort of thing.
Do we see anyone around, or any signs of anyone? That has
Not
been there
at this
recently?
moment. You do not.
So I'm frantically searching for survivors. I rush to the sheriff's, the office.
Secrets.
Yep, that's actually what I was just going to say. I immediately go to the back and look for secrets.
You were in the back.
Oh.
You were where the secrets were kept.
Oh,
The armory.
Sure. So it's like that
We
scene.
are the secrets.
It's like that scene in Ninja
You're
Turtles
welcome.
when they go into the sewer and
No, it's
Splinter's
not.
gone and Raphael. No, if you mean for me, and I'm like, ah! And the camera's spinning around me,
Sure.
and you can hear my screams.
There's so many
like,
cameras. A couple birds fly off,
Yeah.
and an old man pokes at something with his umbrella later.
Yeah, exactly.
Turtle shell shoot.
But there's nobody in the sheriff's office?
Nope. And it looks
What's
very
the state of the
dusty
city?
and disheveled. The state of the city, is that where you're at? You're in the front now?
Yeah, I'm like,
Where are you two guys at?
I'm catching up. I'm following behind.
Okay.
I feel like as he's making this realization, I slowly
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
So, okay, well, I'll just say that you're all out in front now. And you'll notice that the docks look, because it was facing the docks before, the docks look completely abandoned. Some of it is disheveled. Some of the, stuff is broken. As you look to your right and your left, you see random people kind of like scurrying about or something like that. But some of the town, even though it's a beautiful day outside, the town has like this gray gloom to it. Like it just has this feeling of disparity. Some shops, some houses tore up, some fine, and things are overgrown. It looks like a place that it's kind of almost been abandoned.
so as somebody's scuttling past, you said people were there was
Yeah,
some-
you just see people, but they're not like walking by you. But you just see people, you'll just see random person or whatever. But if you,
I need to find somebody and ask.
okay,
What year is it?
What happened? What happened here?
what do you mean? What happened?
To Bulgarum.
What are you crazy? Where have you been?
Just spit it out already.
Well, Baramus came and the dragon showed up and just wrecked the whole town. But that was, I don't know, man. That was like 9 months ago. Where have you been?
And then the camera pans out in my moment of stunned disbelief, and I look back at them with this look of just fire in my eyes.
And as you do that, that's where we leave it for this week. So, listeners, thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you rate us, review us, all that sort of stuff. Write to us, on the Twitters, on the Facebook, on the Instagrams, any of that sort of stuff. If you have fan art, send it in. We are collecting some of the fan art. We're going to be putting it up on the website soon. I know that there's a couple Twitter people that that have done fan art, and we're going to start doing shout outs at the end for Twitter people. So if you like us, retweet us, get a shout out, and also hit up that Patreon. But until next time, gentle listener, I have been your DM and host of the show, Bentley Michaels. To my right, we have
Caleb is Jamhorn Drill.
Rhett as Durok Dragon's Bane.
Milo's run.
grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.